All right, Reyes.
This is a Division II wrestler, Reyes.
A little D2 action.
No, Reyes is very good, bro. They made a YouTube video about him. He's a great wrestler.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a very famous YouTube video.
I didn't know that.
This is gonna be interesting to see. Wow, I didn't even know this was him.
Here you go, pumped up.
This is gonna be a great match.
In this video, Flixzl, the channel's resident wrestler, makes his return as Vandal heads down to Austin, Texas for main character, where an extremely close match will leave you on the edge of your seat. Flixzl went full wrestler mode, so you're not going to want to miss this.
Oh, lat drop.
Clothes all black, cars all black.
We also have Amanda competing, who will be defending her perfect 9-0 competitive record at Blue Belt against a tough opponent. All that and more coming up.
Flixzl himself came to us about 8 months ago through a referral from Darwin, one of our white belts, a guy that you've seen on the channel before. And Flixzl came to us as a 10-year wrestler. He was super good at wrestling, and immediately I took a liking to him and his abilities and what he could become. And in that time frame, in 8 months, he's earned his blue belt. He's defeated multiple people in competition, and now he's taken on a role as the takedown coach for the wrestling portion, bi-weekly on Saturdays, alternating with Betsy. Yeah, for main character, it is a show down in Austin run by Kamoy Anderson. Initially, Dylan was offered a match with Landon Elmore from New Wave. Unfortunately, Dylan ended up getting hurt, so he was not eligible to do the match, but Flixzl and Amanda were both paired up with very good opponents as well. And we're going down to Austin.
Austin, Texas, land of the free and home of some of the best jiu-jitsu in the world, and hay bales. The gang's first stop is for some good old-fashioned Texas barbecue, and it looks delicious. Then, Topgolf.
We got Vandal's top golfer coming out, Mr. Sweaty Hands. He's already sweat through the grip on that club, so he's going to change for another club. Found a less sweaty one.
That's okay, man. It happens to the best of us. Check out the booty on Tanger. Goddamn. Not quite. That's okay.
The next morning, Dom and Eric check in on Flixzl, testing for alertness and situational awareness. Outside the venue, Flixzl and Amanda prepare for their matches.
I'm gonna walk out like this. And then when I win, take off my shirt, fucking flex on the crowd. I'm gonna get my hand raised, flex to the camera.
Flixzl is planning on calling out a certain competitor if he wins, so while he fantasizes about his celly, Amanda is getting locked in, and so is Eric.
Locked in. Ready to go. Why are you so close? Back up.
My game plan is I'm gonna wrestle a bit, see how that goes. I'll take him down. If he pulls guard, I'm just gonna pass his guard. And if he brings his legs in the mix, I'll just jump to those and get to work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to stick to wrestling if I can, and if we get on the ground, I'll probably go for her legs, go for a heel hook or something, but if I can like get that rear naked choke, get a fucking guillotine off the shot, I know she likes to do a little judo, so that's kind of the plan, yeah. Feeling good about it though, feeling good. Feeling sharp.
Yeah, I was so nervous
fucking
earlier.
sticky. I was super nervous earlier. I thought I was going to puke when I got here, but
I'm more nervous about my celebration. Dude, I'm dropping my pants.
hell yeah.
I don't care what they say. Like, I'm dropping my pants. I'm not from here. I really hope that my underwear doesn't come off. Just a little something, something. Little flip, you know what I mean?
We're at Walmart. We're looking for some Spider-Man underwear so that Flixzl can do his call out of Smitty when he wins his match tomorrow. He's gonna.
So Flixzl's match is up first, and he's up against Jim Govea from B-Team, a local gym here in Austin, Texas. And to talk you through the match, we actually have Flixzl, who provided this fantastic voiceover.
So going into the match, I was very nervous. I was looking for highlights, and I knew I wanted to wrestle.
I told him to just write out a script and had him read the script into a microphone. So enjoy as Flixzl recounts his match from his perspective.
I fell for a fake shot, so I started to take it more seriously. I had a fake of my own and he fell for it too. Then I started to work a snap down and got him into turtle. Here he starts to grand B, which he does many times throughout the match. Then he grand B's again into some leg entanglements, where I'm comfortable in since it's all I've been working on.
Reyes been wrestling for 12 years.
I start fighting for an outside Ashy to work into my own heel hook.
Falls on a
I
leg.
start to dig for my own heel hook and I get a tight grip, but he doesn't tap, and I'm not used to ripping subs. He starts to come up as I fan him over to continue my heel hook.
This is how you get your leg blown up right
my
here.
goodness.
Then he breaks my grip and starts to smash past me.
Man, you know when you're fighting the hands like that?
He's gonna win that exchange.
I start to relax on my back since the nerves got me pretty tired, but I felt that he wasn't going to attack. So I was able to find space to turtle out of north-south and explode for a big double leg.
Gets doubled right to the position.
And almost a reversal.
However, I'm not able to secure a position and he gets up to try and take me out of bounds. If there was more space, I probably would have tossed him. He gets a pretty solid takedown as I reverse it with a cow catcher, but I'm unable to finish my reversal. We get taken out of bounds again to start in the center with a half butterfly guard. Here my butterfly guard isn't really good as I'm not doing much. I'm just pretty much trying to catch my breath and rest as I let him pass. While resting, I make sure to keep my elbow frame strong on his hip while I work the underhook to escape.
B-Team is infamous about their body lock passing, so...
Here he almost gets to mount, so I shrimp right away. He has a guillotine here, but I don't feel in danger as I try to work on going for a leg attack. I get back in butterfly guard, and to be honest, I just start throwing up attacks to secure a ref decision. Jim passes into side control again when I try to go for a switch escape.
Passes the legs again.
I wouldn't.
Great passing from Jim.
Now I'm able to get some height with my hips and stand up, but just as I'm about to take his back, he grand B's.
Flips right into close. Great job.
I see he is trying to rest, so I also use the time to rest, but also throwing up attacks to look busy.
Oh, he almost went for a wrist lock. Now he's going
Kind of a close guard Americana here.
He stands up out of my guard, and I see an opportunity to enter the legs, but he cuts with his knee, preventing me from attacking. Passing my guard again. Out of side control, I'm able to do an octopus type of stand-up and reverse the position. I secure an underhook and try to lock up a shoulder crunch into a triangle, which puts him onto his back and puts me in top mount.
Nice. Let's see if he'll lock up the triangle, possibly.
Jim was pretty strong, so it was hard for me to hike up his arm, but I was able to get my head in his armpit and start locking up the arm triangle.
This is wrestling 101 right here.
Jim puts a thumbs up saying he's okay, but I knew I didn't want to gas out my arms by squeezing the arm triangle, so I just held it anticipating he was going to roll out.
Needs to create movement though, can't just thumbs up your way
He
out.
doesn't look alright. This looks tight.
Doesn't look great.
His hand looks like it's about to tap. Oh,
Jim
no.
is able to roll out of bounds as we end up in a crucifix position where we have to restart in the middle. In the corner, the ref tells us we have 34 seconds left, so I knew I had to finish strong to secure the ref's decision. I also felt I had a second win since I knew the match was almost over. As we go towards the middle, I try to hype up the crowd.
Such a great match so far. They're really going after it.
Jim gets up and tries to snap me down in a front headlock, but I'm able to get out and secure an over-under position. I'm very comfortable in this position, so I walk him to the edge of the mat, and I knew I had to do something fancy, so I hit a big lat drop.
Oh, lat drop. Beautiful lat drop.
As I hold him down, I try to look for some quick subs in short time.
You know, as soon as he hit that lat drop, he was thinking in his head like, yeah, that was nice.
But he ends up back in my full guard.
You ever do that? You ever do something super clean and you compliment yourself in your head?
Oh, absolutely.
You were like,
are you kidding? You're like, dang, that was nice.
Then he stands up out of my full guard, and I quickly transition to a tight heel hook. But time ran out. If I had a couple more seconds, I probably would have gotten the tap.
And your winner by ref decision.
It could have gone either way if I'm being honest, but it did look like Reyes was just a bit more active towards the end coming after him.
Now Reyes chirping. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
He just pulled out his willy. What is this place?
I didn't even see it though. It was
Oh my goodness. This is a Christian show.
I wanted to make fun of him, but I can't. Because he won.
Yeah.
You can do what you want. You can
do whatever you want
his
when you
balls
win,
were
huh?
hot, man. His balls were hot. That's why.
Classic.
Next up is Amanda, who provided this epic voiceover.
What's more stressful than Andrew Tackett narrating your jiu-jitsu? Me narrating my own jiu-jitsu.
Amanda.
coming out of Vandal Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely nervous here. I was trying to hype myself up here as much as I was trying to hype up the crowd. The lights, the noise, the overall production had me a little bit on edge.
2 blue belts.
Referee give him a little extra jaw than usual.
So the match starts, I come out ready to go with guns blazing. At this point, the only things on my mind are be first and play your game. I knew Dana had good judo. Her coach is an Olympian in judo, so that was definitely a concern for me. I was doing my best to be the one putting on pressure and pushing forward. So here I'm working for a bit of a collar tie. I really wanted to snap her down and try to set up a guillotine.
It looked like they got similar hand fighting, going from arm drags.
Amanda is winning that head battle, though.
Here she tries to set up that overhook for a throw, but I saw it coming and I pushed her off. So we see Dana here starting to get a little bit more offensive.
Dana really just stepped forward for the first time right there. It's been Amanda pushing forward pretty much the entire time.
We'd love to see some level changes.
And from here I was trying my best to stay in good position, continuing to, use lots of pressure, focusing on hand fighting, trying to set up and use my underhook. I was also working for some 2-on-1s. Now, once we reset in the middle, I saw how much time was left on the clock, and I was definitely irritated that nothing had happened. And I decided I was going to do something that I have never done before in competition. I was going to pull guard.
Just looking for a... Oh, nice guard pull. Okay, changing it up.
At first, I was trying to get a butterfly hook in before Dana fell back on my outside heel. Luckily, she didn't get much of a grip there, and I was able to lean back again for a second dig. So here I'm in outside Ashy, and I'm trying to find that heel, but Dana did a good job of kicking my butt to clear the knee line. As she does this, I get back to my feet right away. I could feel Dana being more aggressive.
Dana got a good look at. She's getting on the back of the head a little more successfully now.
Second guard pull, absolute dog shit. I was trying to work our guard here, but she kept her distance and then worked into a leg setup of her own, working from single leg X and then going for an ankle lock. Here I backstep and spin out of the heel hook and immediately work to start passing using heavy shoulder pressure and a guillotine grip, almost getting into mount.
She's definitely in good territory to attack a guillotine, but she looks like she prefers the darce here. She wants to punch that left arm through.
I switch back to the guillotine again, trying to flatten her out to pass, but she recovers and I get back to my legs again. I stand up and try to pass, but the mistake I make here is I bring my right leg right into the pocket, which allows her to get underneath me. She capitalizes on that right away, coming into single leg X onto my left leg and working for an outside heel hook.
See, when I go for the strangle, I usually don't like to cross my feet over for like outside Ashi or something. I like to keep my feet on the hips and the stomach so I can bridge.
At this point, I'm out of her legs and working for that guillotine grip again. She's got this butterfly hook underneath my thigh, and she's using that to try and prevent me from finishing the pass. I should have dug for the underhook here. The pass wasn't happening, so I stand up again, try to sit with a heel hook. But as you can see, as I do that, she grabs my heel at the same time, and almost immediately I go into defensive mode, trying to rescue my heel. And I realize, okay, Amanda, this is a sub-only match and time is running out. I need to defend the shit and go for a serious attack. Here I try and use my pressure to pass again, working to get that underhook before I decide to roll out of her legs and scramble up for another pass attempt. Of course, I make the same mistake here, stepping in too close and allowing her underneath me. Dana goes for an Aoki lock and tries to go belly down on it. With a minute left, I try to pass again and then come up to my feet. At this moment, I could hear Maggie in the corner telling me to try and pass on the outside, so I made connection with Dana's feet, trying to keep them out of the way so that I could come in heavy with hips into side control. Dana is working really hard to push my hips off of her body, and I'm working to connect my hands here to try and set up the guillotine again. I'm trying to keep her body contracted with my elbow behind her head again so that I can bring my knee through for the pass. I'm finally able to pass her guard and get into a heavy north-south, doing what I can to control her hips. But I bring my head too low.
It's a problem for sure.
Oh, look at this triangle off the bottom.
You can see she's also going for a Kimura. At this point, all I can think is stack her. I step over and eventually pop my head out of the triangle, and she uses the step over to try and attack my legs. And that's the match.
That was a good match.
Good push from both of these ladies.
I don't know who I'd give it to because
Well, if we use your thought process, I would say Dana left it to the judges at the end. You know?
She did leave it to the judges at the end.
I think you could probably go either way with this.
I agree.
I do feel like Siebert moved forward more during the course of the match. But Dana definitely had the more successful attacks off the bottom position.
Unfortunately, Amanda loses the ref's decision in what looked like a really close match. So we leave the tournament 1-1 on the day. Huge congrats to Dana.
Last heel hook? Holy fuck. I was so choked I didn't get the first heel hook. But I was like, fuck, I don't know how he escaped that one. And he was kind of a dog too, like, yeah, dude. He's strong as fuck. And he's so lanky and like, holy shit. And then like, I used so much energy like trying to throw him around because I just wanted to make it look like I was winning. But I had like 3 submission attempts. I don't think he had any.
Yeah, he had those good attempts, so
yeah,
definitely you were more like attacking.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure like I was winning. That last fucking lat drop, that hip toss, oh my god.
That was good.
Fucking dog that
Everyone's
one.
like, oh.
Yeah. I heard the commentators, if you're watching the group chat, they're like, why is he taking his willy out?
Not the result I wanted, but like did some things I'd never done before in a match, which was cool and just fucking crazy to walk out with like smoke and music and lights and shit. But yeah, whatever. This is all data. We just keep working. So now we eat barbecue. Woo!
So with the business part of the trip over, the gang can now enjoy Texas and all of the delicious barbecue it has to offer.
Darwin, what's the verdict?
Solid 4.5 out of 5. Fucking deadly.
And on 6th Street, we celebrate with some Texas-sized drinks, games, and more drinks.
What, you gonna lead the prayer?
Great, guys, this was a great trip. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
So fun.
At least for myself, I got to know a lot of you guys on a deeper level, not just jiu-jitsu, right? Hopefully we'll do this shit again. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Now, let's do the honors, Jason. As the youngest member of this crew, say a few words for praise. Bless this dinner.
Bless this trip. It was an amazing trip.
Trip's over. Why you gotta bless it?
It's been chill. It's been a good time.
There we go. Don't interrupt his prayer.
And Noah's beers are for life. Shout out to the Hong Kong Craig Jones right there.
Hong Kong Craig Jones. Oh my God! So much milk tea.
Thank you to everybody for watching and for your continued support of the channel. Thank you to the City of Austin, to Mr. Kamoy Anderson and the staff at Main Character for having us and putting on such an amazing event, and to all the coaches and competitors from Imperial BJJ and B Team for the matches. If you liked the video, YouTube thinks that you might like one of these ones too. And if you really want to support the channel, if you haven't already, drop us a like, take a good look at that subscribe button, and